Believe it or not. First legendary explorer Robert Ripley, now Michael Ripley, follows in his footsteps. He and his friends, Samantha and Cyril, circle the globe in search of the strange, the bizarre, the unexplained. Leaving no mystery unresolved, against all odds, they challenge you to
believe it or not.
Hello? Who's there? Mrs. Winchester? It is you. You've come back.
Oh, goodness! You nearly ran me over. Where on earth are you off to in such a hurry? Paul?
I saw her, Ruth. She was right here. It was the ghost of Mrs. Winchester.
I'll see your 5 and raise you 10.
Ouch! Serious stakes.
What's with the bag?
I'm off for the weekend. My great-uncle needs some help.
What kind of help?
Oh, you know, just help. Family stuff. Okay, that's it. I'm out of here.
Wait a sec. What if we need to reach you?
Call myself.
And if it isn't working, come on, Sam, cough up the address.
Fine. If you need to reach me, I'll be staying at Winchester Hills, San Jose, California.
Excuse me, but did you say the Winchester House? As in the most famous ghost house in the Western Hemisphere?
I knew I'd have a hard time getting this one by you. Come on, let's go.
Cool.
My uncle's been living in the Winchester house almost all his life. He's the caretaker of the estate now.
So this is the famous mystery house, huh? Cool. Love the funky architecture.
Wait till you see the inside. They don't call it the Mystery House for nothing.
Listen, guys, I'm here to see my uncle and set a few things straight. This isn't a fact-finding mission, so take a quick look around and then you guys are out of here. Right?
Right.
Ruth Leslie, trustee for the Winchester estate. You must be Paul's niece, Samantha.
My friends, Rip and Cyril. Ruth was the one who called me about Uncle Paul. He thinks he saw,
A ghost.
No mysteries, huh? Now, what's this about ghosts?
It can get very lonely out here all by yourself. I try stopping by as often as I can, but I worry about Paul all alone in this big house.
Hey, guys, wait up!
I don't understand. Uncle Paul has always been sharp as a tack.
So is Sarah Winchester, until a medium convinced her that she was being haunted by thousands of ghosts. She thought she could trick the ghosts from following her by building staircases that lead to nowhere.
Wow.
Samantha, I can't believe it's you. You didn't tell me you were coming to visit. Have you met Ruth? Oh, Ruth, you shouldn't have.
A little something I picked up for you.
She spoils me.
Hello, sir. I'm Michael Ripley, and this is Cyril. We work with Sam.
This is a real pleasure. Are you joining us for dinner?
No! I mean, I know they'd like to stay, but they're working on some very important research and have to leave. Right, Rip?
Didn't we finish that research, Cyril?
Yeah, I think we did.
There you go. We'd be delighted to stay, sir. I'm looking forward to hearing all about the house.
That's me with Sarah Winchester, the year she died, 1922. Sarah was fond of our family. My father helped build this house, and my grandfather was a butler to the Winchester family before that. We go back a long way. That's why Sarah's will assigned me as caretaker to her estate for life.
Sarah must have been well off to have built such a spectacular place.
Sarah's father-in-law made the family fortune with the Winchester repeating rifle.
The gun that won the West and made thousands of Native Americans lose their lives. Sarah was grief-stricken when her husband died at a very young age, so she consulted a medium to try and contact him. Instead, she was told that she would be haunted by the victims of the Winchester rifle all her life. Sarah immediately began building onto her house in an attempt to confuse the ghosts. She thought they wouldn't catch her if she set traps for them, so she hired carpenters to work around the clock. For the next 38 years, they changed an 18-room farmhouse into a 160-room estate, full of rooms with no doors and hallways that lead to nowhere. Every night, Sarah would play her organ and then ring the tower bell, summoning friendly spirits to the blue room for a seance. That seance bell has not rung since the night she died. Now Sarah is playing the organ again. I've heard her. But enough about that. It's time for dessert.
Poor Paul. Have you ever heard anything so sad?
I don't know. What if Sarah is back? Maybe Paul did see her.
Cyril, please tell me you don't believe in ghosts.
I would. But I don't want to offend any of them.
Excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt. Here are the documents you asked for, Ruth.
Samantha, this is Morris, my legal assistant.
This is an affidavit that recommends your uncle be relieved of his duties. As Ruth mentioned, we are concerned about your uncle's safety, Miss Seaver. But I must also keep in mind that we could be held responsible and even sued if anything should happen to Paul.
I know Uncle Paul has claimed to have seen ghosts lately, but I assure you, he's as sane as anyone in this room.
Yeah, he's as sane as I am.
Saner. Uncle Paul loves this place. It's his life. He would never leave of his own will.
That's why we called you, Miss Seaver. We're hoping you can convince him that he should retire from the Winchester house.
Samantha, I understand how you feel, but it's for his own good. Besides, we're just trying to save your uncle the embarrassment of a court hearing. Come on, Morris. Let's leave them alone to talk it over for a few minutes.
There's nothing to talk about. Uncle Paul's not crazy.
Samantha, either he's tweaked
Or there really are ghosts.
Mrs. Winchester?
Listen, do you hear that? Where's it coming from?
that way. Yeah, I think it's coming from the ballroom.
Come on!
Hello, Mrs. Winchester.
Uncle Paul?
I just saw Mrs. Winchester. Too bad she left through that wall before you had a chance to meet her.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Split up. Everyone take a door.
Weird.
Dead end.
Uh-oh. The blue seance room. This is the last place I want to be. Hey, who's there?